nothing but the disadvantage of or drawback of this lazy learners. So one way to make this approach more flexible is to find all training examples that are relatively similar to the attributes of the test example. Not exactly, we will find all the training examples which are similar to the attributes of the test example, and these examples will be known as nearest neighbor, not exactly the same thing, because rotor classify what it does, it was looking for a training example which would exactly match with the test instance, which served as a drawback because it was not able to classify some test records. So to overcome this, we have this nearest neighbor, wherein we just try to find relatively similar attributes which are similar to the test example, and these examples are known as nearest neighbors, and they can be used to determine the class label of the test example. Okay, so it's like this. Basic idea is, if at all, if a particular test record walks like a duck, quacks like a duck, then probably we say that it is a duck. Okay, so see, a test record will be given and we will just try to match like this. If it walks like a duck, quacks like a duck, then it's probably a duck. In this, what happens is, a nearest neighbor classifier will represent each example as a data point. So each example will be assumed as a data point here, and in a d-dimensional space, this is called as a d-dimensional space. So it assumes the distance between each record. This is the data space, fine, and here D is the number of attributes, and given any test example, we compute the distance to the rest of the data points in the data space like this. This is the test record and these are the data points. We calculate the distance between this test record and the data point. Okay, and using one of the proximity measures, we will say that the test record belongs to which category. Here, the k nearest neighbor of given example will refer to the k points that are closest to this example Z. Like, we will choose the smallest distance which is nearby and say that it belongs to one of the records. If you will just look at here, so this data point is having smaller distance, next this one, and next this one. If k is equal to 1, so we have chosen those two. See, these two were the nearest points, so we have just chosen those. So depending on the k value, if k is 1, we have to find the first minimum distance between the test record and the one which is similar, having similar attributes to that of the test record. 2 means 2 neighbors which are smallest minimum distance from this test record, and 3 means 3 records. Likewise, k is 1, 2, can be 1, 2 or 3. One nearest neighbor, say if you take this as a data space, one nearest neighbor means one neighbor we have taken. So we say that this test example belongs to this class minus. If we take 2 nearest neighbor, so whichever is maximum we'll take, minimum distance we'll take. So it belongs to this again. If we consider this data space, which is larger when compared to this one, and how many neighbors we got here? We got 3 neighbors, and among this, which is the maximum class, plus. So we can say that the test record belongs to this class, plus. So k is number of neighbors which are nearer to the test record, whatever, whose class we have to find out. So we have to find out whether this x belongs to plus or minus. So we took this data space, and we also we considered the number of k value we took, it that's 3. So when it is 3, when we considered 3, so we had 2 samples, training samples, which belong to plus and 1 which belongs to minus. So obviously we can say that x belongs to this plus class, the one which is more. Okay, so how to calculate the distance? So what is this nearest neighbor classifier? It requires 3 things. What is that? The set of labeled records. Once again. The set of requires three things, that is the set of labeled records, distance metric to compute distance between the records. I said we'll compute the distance and then we'll check which is the minimum and consider that the new unknown record belongs to that class. So we have to calculate the distance matrix. For this, either we use Euclidean distance or Manhattan distance. Usually we'll go for finding Euclidean distance and the value of k, that is the number of nearest neighbor to retry, whether it is 2, 3, 1, anything. And to classify this unknown record, we have to compute the distance to other training records, okay, other training records, and identify the k nearest neighbors, k value will be given. And finally, we use the class label of these nearest neighbors to determine the class label of this unknown record. These will have their class label. So all are plus, then it obviously says this unknown record also belongs to this category. Now we'll take this class label to say that the unknown records class label belongs to this particular records. Okay, so this is the majority vote whatever we are taking. How to find out the Euclidean distance? If P equal to P1, P2 and Q equal to Q1, Q2, then we will just calculate the Euclidean distance in this way. If we have to find the distance between these 2 points, it is x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square, square root of x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square. This is the Euclidean, the way to find the Euclidean distance. So k nearest neighbor classification will compute proximity between the 2 points using Euclidean distance, and it determines the class from nearest neighbor list, and among that it takes the majority vote of class label among those k nearest neighbors, and accordingly we will say that the new record belongs to that particular class. The voting weight the vote according to this, that is weight factor. Choosing the value of k, if k is too small, it is sensitive to noise points. If k is too large, neighborhood may include points from other classes also. So this is the algorithm. So we will be given with k the number of nearest neighbors and d the set of training examples. So you should be given with the training examples, then only you can apply this KNN algorithm. You will be given with a set of training examples, and we also have k. So how many neighbors distance we need to consider, and for each test example we calculate. For the test example you will be given with the values. So for each a record which is available in this data set, we calculate the distance. Okay, we calculate the distance, and then we select the one set. From this set we select those which are closest, those how many numbers, k numbers, which are closest to the training examples, that is z, and then we will just say that that particular test record we'll rank them, and then we will just identify the k, whatever k value is given, those nearest neighbors, and then we'll identify the class to which that examples will belong, and then we say that test record also belongs to the same example. Okay, so for this, data pre-processing is often required. You may have to scale to prevent distance measures from being dominated by one of the attributes. So we have look into this. So if at all if some values are missing, that's what pre-processing is required in order to handle these cases. How to handle missing values in training and test data. So proximity computations normally require the presence of all attributes, and some approaches use the subset of attributes. So present in two instances, this may not produce good results since it effectively uses different proximity measures. So in order to handle irrelevant and redundant data, we can use the variable selection or dimensionality reduction to address this. And to compute distance to all objects in the training, avoid having to compute distance to all objects in the training set, we can have this multidimensional access method, fast approximate similar search or locality, or condensing, that is we determine a smaller set of objects that give the same performance, or we can also remove objects to improve efficiency, because if you are given with 1000 data, we have to calculate the Euclidean distance for all those 1000 data. So hence we can improve the efficiency by doing all these things. And what are the characteristics of this nearest neighbor classifier? It is a technique, is part of a more general technique known as instance-based learning. And lazy learner, this is also considered as lazy learner, does not require any model building. And this nearest neighbor classifier make their prediction based on local information, whereas whatever decision tree we have discussed will try to find a global mode that fits the entire input space. So this k nearest neighbor classifier can produce arbitrarily shaped decision boundaries and produce wrong predictions unless the appropriate proximity measure and data processing steps are taken. If at all, if these are not taken, it may produce wrong predictions. Okay, so let's take an example. It will be more clear when we will discuss the example. So let's move on to the example. Okay. So what is the requirement for this KNN? We need to know. We need to have a data set, and we will be given with one test record, for which we have to find out to which class that particular test record belongs to, and you will be given with k value as well, so that you will have a clarity regarding how many neighbors should be considered in order to put that particular test record onto one of the class. Okay, so we'll start. KNN classification algorithm. Okay. Okay, so the problem says perform KNN classification algorithm on following data set and predict the class for, this is the test record whatever is given. P1 is equal to 3 and P2 equal to 7 and K is 3, given as 3. Okay, and this is our sample data whatever is given, data set P1, P2, and this is the class. So 7, 7, false, 2 and 1, 4, 2. Okay, so let's take this as 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4 data set. Now we have to find out this record belongs to which class by applying KNN classification algorithm. So for this, we would have to find out the Euclidean distance first. So how, as I said earlier, it's nothing but the distance between 2 points. So if this is P2 and if this is P1, okay, then the distance is nothing but x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square, isn't it? So for this data, for each record, let's find out the Euclidean distance and note down. Okay. So we'll find out the distance and we'll write the rank also of each so that it will be easy for us to classify. Okay, so first, for the first record, I'm calculating the distance 1. So it's nothing but, see here, x 3 minus 7 whole square plus 7 minus 7 whole square. Okay, so this comes to, yes, this will be, can someone tell this? So 3 minus 7 is minus 4 whole square
4.
plus 0 square, yes. Then D2 in the same way. So it is 3 minus 7, then 7 minus 4 whole square plus 7 minus 4 whole square. So this is what? Yes, values I want.
D2 is 5 now.
Yes.
And D3 is 3.
3, yes. And this we will have. Yes, for this. Yeah, it comes to 3.6.
605.
Okay. Yeah, so we will have this. Now we will rank it from starting from the minimum distance. So this comes under rank 1. Then we will have this rank 2, rank 3 and rank 4. Okay. Now, what is K? K is given as 3, isn't it? K is 3. So we have to consider the minimum distance of any 3 neighbors, like a 3 distance of 3 records. So when we will check that, so this one, rank 1, 2 and 3 I'll consider. When I consider the records which belonging to rank 1 and 2, these are classified based on the distance, isn't it? So minimum distance, first minimum distance, second minimum distance, third and fourth. So I've chosen 3 because K is given as 3. Now, what is the class to which these records will belong? One is false, other 2 are true. So, what is the maximum vote here? Maximum vote is
True.
true. Now, we can say that your new record X, P1 equal to 3, P1 equal to 3 and P2 equal to 7 belongs to class That's all. Okay, we are just classifying the record based on the sample depth, for which we need to calculate the distance. That is KNN algorithm. Usually you would have heard of this. You'll be familiar with this when you come to your machine learning, artificial intelligence on everywhere, or when you do some project based on machine learning. KNN, KNN, KNN. So what is that? It's nothing but finding the nearest neighbor. K is how many neighbors we should consider, that is given by K. And you will find out, as we can see here, we have two records which belong to true class and one which belongs to false, and we take the maximum vote in this, so that is true. So we can say that this test record belongs to class true. Okay, we have classified it, we have predicted the class for this record, and the neighbors which are considered